On Books, it's Catherine here, and it's a library book haul. I realised that I'd not shown you my library book haul for November yet, and our next book club meeting is usually the first Wednesday in December. So I thought I'd better get my skates on really. So here we are, there's 4 for me to show you today. The first one, and this is actually the book club choice, the book club read, The Second Empress by Moran. Now this is historical fiction, and I've not actually come across Moran's writing before. I do believe that for the purists of historical fiction, who it's very important that it's loaded with plenty of historical content and plenty of accurate historical content. I believe many of those aren't altogether keen on her writings, but sometimes you don't always want everything to be overloaded with the factual content, because sometimes that's, for me anyway, that can be done too much and you lose the plot and you lose the characterisations. So I'm going to give it a chance and see what I think about it. It's set in Napoleon's court, not really an area of history that I know too much about. We didn't cover that when I did my history, so we'll see how that goes. The next one, Feeling Sorrier for Sorrier. See, here we go again. I thought I was doing well. Feeling Sorry for Celia. My little cat was Celia. So this is Jaclyn or Jaclyn Moriarty. This looks like a fun, easy read actually. It's different style throughout. So the writing of it comes in the form of notes, comes in the form of messages. A mother, I believe, the main character in this, Elizabeth, her mother keeps leaving her cryptic notes on the fridge, and her best friend Celia seems to keep going missing, and she needs to try to get to the bottom of that. So I think it's a bit of a mixture of things that's going on in Elizabeth's life. I think it'll be a quick, easy read. You know, it's got letters and notes, post-its, that sort of thing. So I don't think that'll be too quick. Won't take me too long to get through that. So yeah, we'll have a look at that one. Next one, I pick these online, you know. Sometimes I do a bit of a read of the blurb and I think, yes, I'll get that from the library. And I always seem to pick these massive chunkers of books, you know. My uncle that goes and picks them up for me, because I don't live, you know, locally to the library. He thinks I'm doing it on purpose, because he said they're all heavy and too much for him to carry. So it's not that at all. They just turn out that way. So another big chunky one. This is called High Dive. I'm hoping you can see that. There we go. That's by Jonathan Lee. Now, I actually ordered this ready for Non-Fiction November. This is set at the time of the Brighton bombings here in the UK. If you're not familiar, this is when the party political conference was going on in Brighton for the Conservative Party, when Margaret Thatcher was the Prime Minister, and the hotel was bombed where herself and all the cabinet were staying. So I thought, yeah, that's going to be really interesting. It happened, you know, in my country. Great for Non-Fiction November. However, it's actually a novel. There's still the content, you know, the non-fiction factual stuff in there. And I believe it's 3 fictitious characters. One young lad that gets drawn into joining the terrorist group, and how that happens to him and his life story. The deputy manager of the hotel himself, and then his daughter. So we're going along 3 different storylines to all meet up to actually the hotel being the main theme and the visitation of the Prime Minister. So actually I'm more excited than I was expecting to be, because you know, it's a novel as well, so we'll see how that goes. Not heard of Jonathan Lee before. That's High Dive. We'll give him a try. Another heavy book. Just want to keep me in. That's it. See, I think that's okay. So Liane Moriarty, I'm sure many of you have come across her work before. This is truly madly guilty. It takes a lot of saying that, actually. Truly madly guilty. And this is, from what I can gather, there is a couple who have been invited to a barbecue at some neighbours that they don't know all too well, and something takes place at this barbecue. Sounds like something quite what's the word I was thinking of there? Significant. Something significant happens that has a bit of a life-changing impact on these people, and that's about all that I know about it. So this sounds an intriguing read for me to see what happens, and yeah, she's very well known, very well thought about, this author. So thought I'd give this a go. So there we are. It's just a quick film. With all the other books, with all the big TBR that I gave myself for non-fiction November, you know, four of them, and 3 of them being really chunky is going to be plenty. So have a look at those if you like the look of them, and I'll see you next time. Bye for now.